We say most of the leading divisional contenders because the defending 2-year-old divisional champ Westgate Crown is yet to gear up for his 1994 campaign, but the rest were there. Mr. LAVEC, Incredible Abe, Bosphorus, and a strong entry of 3 from the pair Erickson stable. Right now, let's head down to Freehold Raceway and pick up the call of the Dexter Cup Final with track announcer Jack Lee.
They're off and trotting on the middle of the track. Incredible Abe for the lead, joined by Mr. LAVEC and Bosphorus for the early lead as they head to the first turn. Bosphorus and Ronnie Waples on top of the field by a little more than a length. That's Bullville Victory off stride. Bullville Victory makes a break here. They head down the backstretch the first time. Bosphorus in front by a little more than a length. Moving up in the second position is Mr. LAVEC, and on the outside, Incredible Abe and Mike LaChance up to join the leaders. Down along the inside, Keystone Graham away fourth. It's 3 lengths further back to Malhana Sasha. The trailers in the field are Kentucky Wine, Call Upon, and way back trotting to Bullville Victory, the first quarter in 28-3. They trot around the far turn, come to the top of the stretch. Along the inside, short lead now for Mr. LAVEC as they approach the half-mile pole. It's Mr. LAVEC, and up on the outside going off stride as he's challenging for the lead was Incredible Abe. Incredible Abe makes a break but gets back on stride. It's Mr. LAVEC in front. Bosphorus holds on to second. Down along the inside, Keystone Graham is third. Incredible Abe trotting on the outside fourth. 58 seconds flat for the half mile. Down the back stretch, the Dexter Cup trotters go on top by a little more than a length. We've got Mr. LAVEC and Jimmy Takter. They lead it by a length and a half. Up on the outside, and the rallying now is Incredible Abe and Mike LaChance on the inside. Bosphorus is third. 2 lengths back to Keystone Graham in fourth. Kentucky Wine is fifth. Along the inside in sixth position, we've got 128 and 1 for 3/4. They move on to the final turn now. Mr. LAVEC is the one to catch on the outside, trying to do it. Is Incredible Abe. Bosphorus holds on third. Forget the rest. They come down the stretch for the Dexter Cup Final. It's Mr. LAVEC, Bosphorus, and Incredible Abe trying to close 3 across the track, but it's Mr. LAVEC. He's going to win the Dexter Cup trot over.
The top 3 contenders in the Dexter Cup Final draw off from the rest of the field and finish 1, 2, 3. And getting the best of it this day, Mr. LAVEC, driven by Jimmy Takter, 3-year-old colt by Speedy Somali, owned by Abdika Vin of Sweden, and trained by Connie Svensson of the Jimmy Takter stable. Bosphorus took second for Ronnie Waples. Incredible Abe, going a very tough trip for Mike LaChance, did hang on for the show spot here. The mile in 1:58 and 2, a new stakes record in the Dexter Cup trot.